Huawei FreeClip, an open-ear wireless earbuds. As usual, it is made by some exquisite material, a metal frosted body covered with shining purple. Open the cap and take them out. It gives me an illusion that they are not earphones. The combination of a highlight and a matte material brings actual fashionable feeling. Honestly, it's quite an eye-catching design. But of course, we are not here only to talk about its garish looks. FreeClip is like a mini headphone. This is not a design we often see, but it's not difficult to figure out how to put it on my ear. It doesn't matter the left or right because it can automatically adjust the channel, which is so convenient. The first thing I felt after putting it on is that you can't really feel its existence. Most of the time, I wouldn't remember it until I want to play some music. It is just around 11 grand. I thought it would somehow fall off from my ear. But in fact, it is hanging on my ear very stably even when running or jumping. Without appropriate design, you can keep wearing it for the whole day. Thanks to its comfortable engineering, I prefer to keep it staying on my ear instead of pulling back to the charging case. Bose Ultra is another same type of wireless earbuds like Huawei FreeClip. However, Bose Ultra is not that much fashion compared to FreeClip, although its great skin-like material feels more friendly to the touch than FreeClip when under the cold weather. And it seems that Bose Ultra is not so well crafted. Not just having bigger seam than the FreeClip, but also the cap is not stably attached. This shouldn't be happening on such a big brand, and it has a more rare design, which was so confusing that I didn't know which side should I put it into my ear. After I put it on, I feel it is less comfortable than the FreeClip, although it is also lightweight. Simply say, you can clearly feel something is hanging on your ear when wearing Bose Ultra, but wearing FreeClip is much less.
Poppy, can you give me a call? Thank you. Bye.
Last night was the last time that I saw you. My lifeline every time that I called you came through. Now I'm right here thinking, what am I gonna do? Oh, yeah, 'cause last night was the last time that I saw you. I might shake it up and roll it.
The ideal listening condition for open-ear wireless earphones is somewhere has relatively quiet environments. If it's somewhere noisy like on subway or street, it is basically a situation where you can't hear anything clearly. This leads to a paradox because the reason I bought these earbuds is for healthy and comfortable using experience. But when it's under noisy environments, I have to turn up the volume, which will be much louder than wearing a regular noise-canceling earphone. That will risk my hearing health over time. Sometimes, putting on your earphones is a signal that you don't want to be bothered. Open-ear earphones are not just very friendly to your ears and also allows you to stay aware of the outside environment. But something you need to worry about is the voice leaking, which will be very noticeable when the volume is over than 50%. Therefore, mind your volume level, especially at quiet places. By the way, there's nearly no latency on FreeClip and Bose Ultra when watching videos. But the audio is recovering slower than FreeClip when resuming a post video on Bose Ultra. There's approximately half a second delay. As for the battery endurance, due to the absence of noise cancelling and the other complex functions, their battery could last 5 to 6 hours. I know you are wondering the same thing here, which one is a better open-ear earbuds? Well, at least our answer is the Huawei FreeClip. And the reason is simple. FreeClip supports dual device connection with a relatively faster switching speed, but on the other hand, Bose is not featuring those very basic and common functions. This is not acceptable. For people like me who will easily have ear infection, open-ear earbuds has always been the type of product that I'm interested in. But I was very hesitant buying because it was all made by some small brands. But now, since the big brands like Bose, Huawei are joining it, I decided to give it a try. For me personally, FreeClip did not disappoint me. The ordinary sound quality was expected, as well as the protection of my hearing health. I don't mind to keep them hanging on my ears all day long no matter when and where. And that feels awesome. But what if you prefer to have better sound quality, or the noise cancelling is what you focus on? Then this earbuds is definitely not the ideal choice. So is it really worth spending hundreds of dollars on a fancy earbuds like this? There are some occupations that require wearing earphones for a long time, and some older people who not only need a more friendly earphones, but also need to be aware of surroundings. Therefore, you have to confess that it has its own value. but I do hope the price could be closer to the regular TWS earphone. If I have to pick one from these two, I would choose FreeClip without any hesitation. Prettier design, better crafted, the loudness and sound quality are even better than the more costly Bose Ultra. Even the so-called special audio advantage on Bose, you can also have it on FreeClip when it's paired with the Huawei phone which is running Harmony OS 4.0 or above. And in the end, FreeClip is even much cheaper than the Bose Ultra. Wouldn't this good enough to win your preference? At last, the Huawei FreeClip TESTV gives 6.8 subjective overall scores and 5 scores to the Bose Ultra.